Edward here from the infamous crypto viewing group. We got a quick plug here for the boys. I have the Patreon link there. We do, man, I'm telling you, we've been doing some heavy duty remote viewing lately. What's that? Litecoin session from who? Dick Psychic Update. Oh my god. This one here, the moonshot. We just did this moonshot one. Yowza. We've been doing some really heavy stuff. Really great stuff. I'm very proud of the work that we're doing. Check us out. I'll have the link below. This one, for this video here, is going to be on my Patreon here. This is the final, I posted on my Patreon here the full, most of the talk with Dr. Markus Perk, who contacted me. Markus has been contacting me for years. Regarding my work, my experimental remote viewing work, and then when I did the Pi sessions, he was really interested to talk to me, and he was sending me a lot of information about that's based on the work of physicist Bernhard Heim, who was a physicist. He died like 20 years ago or something like that. So he was one of those old school physicists, you know, just doing it, man, figuring it out, just figuring it all out. So, but anyway, Markus, he wanted to discuss it with me. So I said, let's Skype, because I can't read all that material. I'm too dyslexic. I can't read all that material. Let's Skype. And so we did a Skype, and he went through an entire presentation that he created for the International Remote Viewing Association in Germany or something like that. It was in Germany. And he did his whole presentation about how the work of Heim relates to remote viewing and consciousness and physics and everything else. So that talk, it's about an hour and 20 minutes long, his presentation, and I'm asking questions along the way, so it's pretty interesting. The entire thing is available for my Patreon subscribers. There was a section of the last like 40 minutes of our talk where we're talking about the Pi sessions, and we're discussing how Heim's work and the physics behind Pi and consciousness and all that kind of stuff come into play. That, here it is here, that's the whole talk here. And then I also posted the final 40 minutes on there too. I'm going to have for the free YouTube, about 10 minutes of that discussion where we're talking about it. And as we go along, in that talk, we talk a lot about the electricity element that was kept coming in to my sessions regarding Pi, and Markus talks about how the physics, how Pi relates to electricity. He was telling me about that to help me to understand what happened here and what was coming to me. Now, so that anyway, we talk about that in the thing, and then he just sent this to me a couple of days ago. If you can see this here, he's reading a book right now. It's one of Dr. Heim's friends or whatever. This Mr. von Ludwiger, another physicist from back in the day, or maybe she's still alive. I don't know. But he was talking about some type of phenomena. He had this graphic in his book, and this is what Markus saw, and he said it reminded me of this part of my session, because this was a very interesting part of the session. Here's what Markus says in his text. This is from the book, from Ludwiger's book. In these high areas up here in the top of the sphere, he's talking about ideas, in parentheses, quotes, can cause paranormal phenomena. Ideas can cause paranormal phenomena. The x5 and x6 coordinates are curved and meet at the top metaphorically. That's metaphorical. It's the uppermost point. It's the uppermost point where the consciousness can go to. There, it is connected to everything. It can simultaneously be everything, subject and object, and everywhere at the same time. And that is what I was getting in this session. This looks like what it appears to be happening is the work, or what Heim was, and I'm not saying, I'm talking a couple of remote viewing sessions here. I'm not talking about a lifetime of dedication to physics and mathematics, but something in here where I'm picking up on that those guys were picking up on. I don't have the details. I don't understand it. They pursued the details and have a far deeper range of comprehension of what this stuff means. But this stuff is coming to me in remote viewing sessions here. So that's very important to me. There's something going on here. And what that is a never-ending unfolding process in my long, bizarre journey. My life has been a very strange journey for decades, for many decades, with these types of things happening. So I wanted to bring that up because I still don't understand this. I need to get more information from Markus. But that's just a little update that the pi thing is an ongoing, unfolding thing. These sessions had a big impact on me. It changed a lot of my perception, my perspective. It brought me something that I will be bringing into my future work with remote viewing and exploration. So that's my short speech on that. Coming up here is about 10 minutes or so of Markus and I talking, and the rest of that conversation and the long version of his really amazing, fascinating presentation are all on my Patreon page. So check that out. One more plug for the boys here at Crypto Viewing. Check us out. We're doing really cool stuff. I'm very happy about what we're doing. And just a big shout out, a lot of respect for the fellas there. If you were looking to check out something on Patreon, we did this thing. We did a long project. I did several sessions on it. It's called the Moonshot. Oh man, I'll have the link below. You got to check it. It's worth. There's a fee for that. It's worth it. It's freaking awesome. So that's it, and enjoy the short clip here with Dr. Markus, Perk, and many more to come.
Exactly. So that's it from my part. It was quite a bit, I have to admit.
That's great. Great.
Longer than I expected, but
I had questions.
but and you needed that because when I read through your sessions, I also saw the similarities to Heim's theory. Yeah. Oh, that's Heim's grave.
Yeah, look at those symbols.
Yeah. So the outer circle is 12 dimensions. Yeah, and the medium circle is the 6 dimensions, and the inner circle is our space, our 3D space, and there is a small cube with dotted grid lines, a cube and a leaf. Yeah.
Yeah, the leaf representing life or physical matter.
I think biological.
Biology, okay.
Or life, yes, I think so. Exactly. Yeah.
Awesome. So now, when you were looking at my sessions, what was triggering you to look at related to Heim's work? Anything specific?
Many things actually. So what I found interesting was that you, I think it was quite at the very end, that you felt that something was communicating, for example, yeah, like separated with the shroud or this. Oh, where was it? I just scrolling through. Yeah, in session 5 on page 6. Yeah, for example, try to make contact, a bridge. Yeah.
Right.
I think that might relate perhaps to the mediator space. Yeah. That there is something which is sent back and forth between two entities, so to speak. The one might be you, and the other might be the creator or the creators of the universe. Who knows? Yeah.
Interesting.
I think that pi is deeply related into the G4 and is eternal in the sense of that it existed, that it does exist outside of space and time. Yeah.
And how do you come to that
Just
realization that it's going to be outside of space and time?
Of our time, because as I said, there might be multiple universes, and they may be similar but not equal, and that this pi is a kind of transformational aspect of something. When I was preparing for this evening, I found I found something interesting in Heim's books. He says you have a formula that with which you can calculate the measurable electrical elementary charge, and within this formula, two parameters are only relating to pi. Yeah. So within this formula, you have two parameters which are only relating to pi.
What does that mean?
That a measurable charge is connected to pi. I don't know what it means.
That's what I was getting in the sessions too.
Yeah.
Well, let's try to figure out what that means then, because
yeah, and perhaps therefore pi is some of the still unknown coupling coefficients inside the G4. But I haven't yet found out in the short time where I was preparing for this evening where it well starts, or what the basic action of pi is. Yeah.
right.
And
Because I mean, I'm still like in Heim's work, he's calculating the electrical
charges, for example.
Charges span all 6 dimensions, right?
Yes, I bring it back up on screen. A moment.
Yeah. So there's the gray field there.
Yes.
That's the electrical charge, and that's going to cover all 6 of the dimensions there.
Yeah.
And
what does it mean? Well, 2 parts. An electrical charge can be measured, and because it can measured, it's it happens in the 3D space. Yeah.